Hey everybody, you already know what we're about to do. Oh, Virgo and Gemini. Okay, both ruled by Mercury. Anyways, we're going to get a theme from this deck. We're going to be using the Black Moon Astrology deck. Tomorrow is a new moon in Virgo. So we're just going to tap into the energy of whatever wants to come through. Doesn't even necessarily have to be the energy of the new moon. Just whatever energy the cards want me to tap into. So let's get a theme for the reading today. A theme for the reading. Ooh. Okay. So we have lunar eclipse, which is change. I love it. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Virgo. I analyze. Listen, okay, let me say something. Virgos can be pretty critical, okay, and very analytical. We do analyze a lot. Sometimes we can come off as judgmental. Let's be real, we are judgmental. And I know because I am a Virgo rising, and I also have my Virgo, or my Venus is in Virgo, so in the 12th house. So yeah, I definitely understand Virgos a lot. In my experience though, it's just, I mean, yes, I was being judgmental in the past, but now I try to hold back, you know, and not be as critical or analytical, even though it's very hard for me still. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why I started talking about that. So the theme of this reading is lunar eclipse, change. Look at this card, so pretty. Okay, I love that. You guys can tell I did a change to my hair. I was getting so sick of the blonde, and then I had bleached it even more yesterday, so I looked like I was bald-headed. And this is the color that I've been wanting to do it for a very long time. I just didn't. I've had this color since like March. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And it's not perfect. It's not professionally done. But if I wanted it professionally done, I would have went and did it, right? So came out however the fuck it wanted to come out. So changes in the air. I love that. So what is, let's see, let's get a moon card. What can you tell me about this change? I don't know why. Oh, wow. A new start is coming. New moon. Oh my God, I love this. You guys. New moon tomorrow in Virgo. Okay. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this, but I love when there's any kind of moon. Specifically the new moon and the full moon. Because this new moon is in Virgo, right? So I think it takes about 6 months for the moon to return back into a sign. So if I remember correctly, okay, do not do your own research, okay, because I could be completely wrong, but I think it does take about 6 months for the moon to return back into a sign, you know, like I just said. So in about 6 months, there will be a full moon in Virgo. And that's when you will start seeing a lot of manifestations, a lot of changes that you choose to make on this new moon. So it's not to say that you won't see anything, you know, when you make these changes, but in that 6 month, when we get back to that full moon in Virgo, because it's like a full cycle, you will start to see things from like a different perspective, basically. So we have changes and we have a new moon we have a new moon, a new start is coming. So, oops. I don't know why, but I keep picking up on Aquarius. So I don't know if maybe in like during Aquarius season there will be a full moon in Virgo. Let's see, what are we? September, October, December, January, February. Yeah, so around February. So I think maybe in February there will be a full moon in Virgo. But again, don't take my word for it. Do your own research because I could be just talking out of my ass. So let's go ahead and let's get some more information on this change. What can you tell me about this change? What can you tell me about this new start that is coming for us? That's too many. Something passionate, something that we're curious about. I don't really. Ma'am, I'm gonna need one card, please. Just one for now. Just one. You guys, I had the weirdest experience last night. It was around like 4:40 that I had woke up to go use the bathroom. And it's funny because I sleep in the basement and I close my door all the way and I lock it. And I remember I had turned around, faced the wall, you know, to fall back asleep. And I don't know what time it was because I didn't want to check my phone. It had probably been maybe like a good 15 minutes I had passed by. But I'm just laying in bed, right? Like literally falling asleep. Or maybe I was asleep. I don't even fucking remember. But I shit you not, I heard somebody knock. Okay, I don't know if it was the door, if it was the wall, but it was literally like this. And I was like, and it fucking like scared the shit out of me. And I was like, what the fuck? I just stayed in bed because honestly, you guys, when like paranormal shit happens, I just fucking ignore it. Like I do not give it the time of day. You know, like I'll kind of like, you know, but other than that, like I don't go explore it. I just don't give it the energy. I will literally just go back to sleep, which is what I did. But it was weird because the dreams that I had were very, I don't know, like they were just really weird fucking dreams. So I don't know. Anyways, enough of my chit chatting. We got the 8 of Cups. I love this card so much. So we could be walking away from something, okay? Which would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense why the change card is here, why a new start is coming as well. You know, because when we leave something behind, when we walk away from something, something new always comes in. Always. Right? It's really never the end of something. Because something always comes back in. So we may be walking away. It could be an emotional situation just because it is the 8 of Cups. Cups is water. Cups is emotions. So it could be something that we were maybe like emotionally attached to. But I just see us walking away from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't know, like you can tell like all of the other cups, they're all like they all sunk. But you have this one right here that has a flame in it. So we could be walking away from something that brought us a lot of passion or something that we were once passionate about. Okay. So let's see. What else can you tell me about this 8 of Cups along with this change? I'm going to take this one because it came out by itself. The Chariot. Oh my God. I love it. I don't know why, but I thought this thing was a tornado in the back. So because I thought it was a tornado, the feeling that I'm getting is we're leaving something that was chaotic behind. Okay? Which makes sense with this bowl with the fire in it. Sometimes just because it's passionate doesn't mean that it was good, right? Sometimes passion is chaos. It can be chaotic. So I feel like we're walking away from something. We're moving in a new direction. And I feel like we're going to be moving in this new direction pretty fucking fast. I mean, just look at the card. Like, the card is moving super fast, right? So, and two, we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. She's literally walking towards the sun. To me, we're walking towards something that really fulfills us, that really brings us joy. It brings us peace. Okay? We're walking towards the light. We're leaving this dark energy behind. Like I said, I feel like it was something we were emotionally attached to. I don't understand why all these cards are all coming out. Oh, there's one over there, and I didn't even see this one. Okay. I just want one. Just one, please. So, here we go. There we go. Wow. Look, King of Cups, but he came out in reverse. We are walking away from something. Again, like I said, I did feel like it was something we were emotionally attached to, okay? But we're walking away from it. I'm hearing something that lacked emotional intelligence, okay? Emotional maturity. We're leaving it behind. We're walking away from it. It doesn't serve us any longer. Which I think is really beautiful energy, because I am at this place, like I feel this and I understand this, because there is literally, you can only do it for so long until you get fucking tired and exhausted your own self from it. Like, it's so detrimental to deal with situations that lack emotional intelligence. And it's not to sit here and say that, you never did. But as you grow and as you heal and you become more aware of yourself and your patterns, and your habits and how they affect you, it just becomes draining. You don't want to put up with that shit anymore. Like, you're not that same person anymore. So why would you continue to put up with something like that? So yeah, we're definitely moving away from situations that just are not capable of providing, emotional maturity. I hear a cricket. Funny too, because at the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Wands, and look, she's literally leaving. She's leaving. She packed up all her shit. She's gone. She's got all her wands in her little suitcase. Okay, she's moving on. She's leaving. She's leaving a burden behind, something that has been burdensome. Again, and then too with the 5 of Wands. This is chaotic energy. We're walking away from something that was chaotic. It could be a person, could be a person. It could be a person, okay? Could be a relationship. Could be a connection with a masculine. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be somebody who embodies the masculine more. And look what came out. 5 of Wands. The card I was just talking about. There is this energy here of feeling like we needed to compete, okay? This energy of like not being good enough. And so because we felt like we weren't good enough, we felt like we had to do more and more and more and more, which I felt like just drained us. And again, like I said, it's like we can't do that anymore. It's too fucking much, you guys. It's too much. Look, we have the 7 of Cups. So I do feel like we were presented with different choices, okay? Now, you see in these cups that one of them has a snake, the other one there's a bat wing, The other one, there's a lot of water coming out of it. The other one, there's like a ladder, you know. So it's not to say that all of these options were horrible, right? Some of them are good, some of them are negative. But I feel like we really observed our choices, okay? We observed our choices and we chose to walk away from something that was not good for us, because the very first card that came out is the 8 of Cups. After the 7 of Cups, it's the 8 of Cups. So I do feel like we've observed something, okay? We instead of thinking with our mind, okay, which a lot of us do, instead of thinking with our mind, I feel like a lot of us chose to drop in with our body to see how we were actually genuinely feeling about something, which allowed us to then make the decision to walk away from something that, again, was emotionally draining. It was chaotic. It was very burdensome. It just lacked that emotional intelligence. And when you are somebody who starts to gain that emotional awareness, that emotional maturity, it is very, very hard to remain in situations that lack it. I mean, that's just how it is, you know? So I do feel like we had options and we observed those options. And like I said, we just decided that we're not doing this anymore. We're going to walk away from it. So let's get one last card. I'm going to take this one because the Hanged Man. Yeah. Oh my God, I love this. So again, you guys, the Hangman, to me, it's all about seeing things from a different perspective. Sometimes we have to be suspended in time in order to be able, in order to be able to see something completely different, okay? So we have to look at all angles. And like I said, I feel like that's what we did. That's what we did with the 7 of Cups being here. We looked at every single perspective and we made the choice to move the fuck on. I'm going to read the Hanged Man out of the book. What is it? Number 12. Okay. So it says, flow with it. Divine wisdom spills forth in moments of deep flow, and the Hanged Man is offering you the chance to look at something from a completely different perspective. When you let go of that thing that you got stuck, you will make space for new insights and advantages to shift into place. Open your heart to the bigger plan, and you'll inadvertently tap into a whole new framework from which to see the world. Know that your path and your dream may look unfamiliar to you after you relinquish the need to direct the outcome. Surrender to the will of the cosmos and realign your life with its sacred patterns. The universe already knows which life-altering lesson is the key to your happiness, and your higher self has so much wisdom for you when you intentionally pause to listen. And the affirmation is, I lean into my inner world of limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine will of the cosmos. So again, that's what I feel like you guys did. Okay, that is why there's changes happening, and that's why there's a new start coming, because you guys did sit with yourself. You sat with yourself. You were able to observe things from a completely different viewpoint. You know, that's why we're walking the fuck away from something, even if we were emotionally attached to it, even if it did bring us passion at one point in life, in time. You know, that's not enough to keep us to stay in situations that are just not good for us. So let's get, actually, because I want to end the reading off with these. So let's get one more Moonology card. Let's get one more card from this deck. And then we'll get one more from the Black Moon, and then we'll end it with my other deck. So absolutely, we're gonna take that one. This is too many. Although I really like this. So you know what? I'm actually going to take all these because they all just kind of correlate with one another. But the one that came out upright is luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, which I see that with this. You are literally following your heart. You're following your higher self. You're following your own guidance. And that's why there's something new coming in for you. Because you're not allowing yourself to be stuck anymore. You're allowing yourself to make a change. You're allowing yourself to put action into something. We also have surrender to the divine, which is exactly what that hangman card was talking about, you know? Surrender, flow. That's what I feel like you guys did. That's why I feel like you guys were able to look at things differently, because you just allowed for things to be without trying to control it. You guys were able to look at the bigger picture. Now, this could be something, if I'm correct, I believe we had a full moon in Sagittarius in July. I could be wrong, but I genuinely do believe that we did. So this could be something that was happening around that time as well, okay? Something that happened around in July. You guys could be seeing something completely different, okay, with a fresh set of eyes, a different viewpoint. I really love this reading so much. Yeah, I love it. Libra, I balance. Yeah, you guys are balancing some sort of cycle here, okay? Now, we do have the 11th house, which is friends. So again, like I said, this could be, I did feel like it was something we were emotionally attached to. So it could be maybe like a group of friends, a circle of friends, you know, people that we once resonated with, and we no longer resonate with them anymore. I mean, whatever it is, nonetheless, you know, it's a good change. It's something that you needed to happen. It's something that needed to happen. Which, you know what, was really weird too, because one of the dreams that I had last night, two of my friends two people who I was friends with a few years ago, one of them being my best friend, one of them being my best friend from childhood, were actually in my dream. And it was really weird because the girl that was my best friend in childhood was giving Reiki to my best friend. Her and I were best friends for like probably a good 6 years. And I ended up cutting her off because I just felt like we weren't on, you know, the same path anymore. But I remember my best friend from childhood telling my other best friend that you're still attached, that she was still attached to me. And like, I was in that room, not physically, but like from, you know, like I was watching from like above or something, you know? And I was like, that's really weird because, you know, me and that girl, we haven't talked since like 2019. So it was really weird for that to come into my dream, and then for it to like kind of, because I resonate with this reading, you know, but for it to kind of come up in this reading too, it's just, I don't know, there's too much going on, y'all. Pay attention to your motherfucking dreams, okay? Because dreams always have something to tell us. And I don't know if it's just because I'm pregnant, like mine are just even more crazy. My dreams have always been crazy, but I don't know. And then hearing that knock, I don't know, you guys, there's just too much going on. We'll figure it out, right? Just go with the flow. So we have always do your best. Do your best because you want to. That's what this looks like. And then we have you do your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it, not because you are trying to please a judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. You do your best because you want to do your best. You're not here to impress anybody, okay? You're not here to have validation from anybody. You're doing it for yourself. And that is what matters. is you doing it for you, not for anybody else. And I love that. You walking away from whatever this is, you're doing it for you. You're doing it for yourself because you know that this is what's best for you. And it's, I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but it's not to say that you don't care about people, you know, or that you don't love people. But sometimes we are in situations that really trigger, you know, that people pleasing aspect of us. And I that's kind of what I feel too, is that, you know, again, we were emotionally attached to something here. And it became very detrimental to us. So you're doing this for you, because you know that this is what's best for you. And it's also going to be what's best for everybody else. You know, for those who are involved, it's going to benefit them too. So let's get one more. Well, I've never seen that card. There's a lot of cards in here I haven't seen. But let's get one more and we'll end the reading off there. Okay. So be impeccable with your word. Realize the power of your word. I love this. Your word is a power that you have to create. It is a gift that comes directly from God. I love this, okay? Because listen, you guys, and this is just my belief, okay? It doesn't have to be yours. I'm not trying to change anybody's beliefs. But one thing that I've noticed, and I've been saying this a lot lately, but one thing that I've noticed is that my thoughts have come into fruition. Especially if it's a thought that I have put a lot of energy and focus towards. It has came into fruition in the physical world. And I genuinely believe, as in quantum physics, that when you focus on something, when you observe something, and you're constantly putting attention and energy into it, I genuinely feel that it does start to manifest in your physical world. That's why your words are incredibly powerful. And so are your thoughts. Thoughts and words correlate with one another. So, you know, be careful what you speak. That's why it is, and be careful what you think too. And I know that's very, very hard for people, especially for those, you know, who have like the intrusive thoughts. Trust me, I've been there, still got them. But that's why it's so important to really connect with your body, okay? To really come back down into your body and not be in your head so much. So just be careful, you know, with what you speak. You know, make sure you're not speaking just to hurt somebody, because that says more about you than the other person. Again, remember, we're walking away from situations that lack that emotional intelligence. Okay? So always do your best. That's all we can do, is doing our best, you know, implementing that into our lives daily. So that's all I have for you guys today. I really do hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope that you guys do something that makes you so happy. And thank you for being here, and thank you for just hearing me rambling on. I love to talk. I really love to talk. But nonetheless, like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.